FNCS Grand Finals is the most competitive Fortnite tournament there is, and it consists of 2 days with 6 games each day. It came to an end this weekend and there's lots to unpack, from Peterbot making 2 pros quit and paying people to land on Pollo. Also Clix and EU dominating the scene. If you want to find out how everything went down and why Clix didn't end up winning, watch right until the end. Before Grand Finals, Peterbot was purposely focusing Jukes, Edgy and Chance as his trio. He even said in Twitch chat himself he's doing the weirdest things to win. As a result of them not qualifying into Grand Finals, Jukes and Edgy are now in retirement, and they have both been competing professionally for the past 6 years. Edgy is now doing golf and getting into the crypto side, that's all we know for now. Jukes did not take this lightly and said he's paying people to land on Peterbot. But let's look at the day 1 leaderboard. Peterbot's team came first with 440 points and no wins, but had the most eliminations throughout the tournament overall, 47, and the kills count for a lot since 1 is worth 4 points. It seems like Jukes was bluffing because no one actually landed on Pete, but that could definitely change in day 2. Canolo, Bolts and Rapid placed second overall, with 387 points and managed to win the 3rd game, taking high and playing it flawlessly. This is more of an unexpected trio placement that most people didn't give credit for, because last FNCS, Bolts wasn't even taking the game seriously and was doing meme coins even if thinking of quitting. But it looks like they've bounced back very well. 3rd place, G-Money's team doing it for us console players with 372 points, grabbing a 4th game win. But also the 3rd trio with the highest eliminations, so they are playing crazy. 4th place, Pollo, Akon and Ages. Now this is where things get interesting. Pollo's team managed to win back-to-back 1st and 2nd games into the tournament. The 3rd game, Pollo's team get contested and die off spawn. And all of a sudden, multiple teams start flooding Demon's domain. Ages claims that Peterbot paid him to fight off spawn, and other teams to clean up just in case. Luckily for them, Peterbot's team died before heavy endgame points, same with Clix's team, which was the 2 teams behind them. Now this could be true or a massive reach, no one can confirm, but game 4 for some reason they weren't caught, which makes it more suspicious, since if you wipe a team off spawn landing there the 1st time, you might as well land there the 2nd time. Instead of Peterbot paying someone to fight Pollo or spawn, he took matters into his own hands, and they fought on island, then locked on Akon knowing his exact loot route and killed him. Then wiped the rest of the trio, putting them in 1st place for the leaderboard. 5th place was Biggest Trio, getting 342 points and winning the last game, which really set them up on track. In 6th place was Mustard's Trio, having 308 points. This team only qualified from last chance. For some reason lots of people expected them to win, I don't know why. They did have the 2nd amount of highest kills, just need to play endgame more. And in 7th place, a disappointing day 1 is Clix's Trio. Everyone said this was Clix's FNCS to win and his best chance, but his team made a mistake by not trading Surge. Instead they are fighting for it, which can seem smart because every kill is worth 4 points, but in the long run you just won't have enough over the teams trading 1k damage. And they statistically had the most damage dealt with their shotguns, more than any other teams.
Because they're idiots, bro. They're trying to be too smart, bro.
People calls them idiots and that they're trying to be too smart, which I do agree, because the current meta is trading Surge, which everyone hates and is wrong to watch, but if Fortnite isn't doing anything about it, then you need to play how everyone else is. From the top 7 onwards, it's still anyone's game to win, because if they do win a match with 10 kills, it's an easy comeback, so we can't confirm the winner just yet. Day 1 has ended, and Aegis said if he can't win, they will land on Peterbot. This seems to be a massive grief fest, but we'll just wait until day 2. Peterbot responded by saying everything happens in grands for your own benefit, potentially confirming they will be battling it out.
This is grand finals, bro. Why are you acting like you were not about to land on your best friend Kanata when your POI is going to get blown up? Everything happens in grands for your own benefit, bro. You should know that, bud.
I mean, obviously, but like...
On to day 1 for EU, not much beef going on here, but it's still an exciting leaderboard. Frodoxy's trio placing first, winning game 5 with 394 points overall, and having the most eliminations, 50. Apparently they were just killing everyone for Surge and running them down. I'm guessing Clix was watching and took inspiration, but didn't really play out as he wanted. Seti, Yakko and Panzer coming in 2nd place, having 350 points. From Panzer playing with MrSavage and Mongrel to him potentially winning the grounds would make a good story, but we still need a huge day for day 2 so we can make the decision. 3rd place, Tasting's team having 295 points, winning game 3, quite low on kills though compared to the other team. 4th place, Vanyak's team, the last FNCS winners. Apparently they had no movement, which definitely makes it harder to play, but let's see how they do in round 2. 5th place, Queasy's team with 271 points and winning their 2nd game. Definitely a solid trio that can place higher. 7th place, which is Vico's trio, having 234 points, which is unexpected because they are seen to be the best players in the region. Let's see in day 2 if they can prove everyone wrong and make a comeback. MrSavage in 17th place, his trio is struggling for Surge most games and seems to be mindlessly just dobbing in endgame to make up for it, but it's just griefing themselves in the process. hopefully we'll see a better performance in day 2. And in dead last, the most unexpected trio, Malibuka losing 6 out of 6 off spawn fights, ending with 0 points, and he was very confident about winning the drop. Not much you can do about that in that situation, but you can't count them out for day 2. Day 2 has been absolute cinema from start to finish on both regions, but let's recap NA Central. The win has been no other than Peterbot's trio, making him a 6 times FNCS champion, having 773 points, just 3 points above first place. But going into the last game, they were in 3rd place overall with a 90 points different from first, so it wasn't looking doable. They knew what they had to do and contested Demon's domain, wiping Pollo's team off spawn. Some people have said why didn't Pollo go boxcars, but that's an extremely risky play, plus they know their own drops were way better, but just got outplayed. Canada's team was now looking like they were going to win the whole thing, because it was only a 60 points difference for them. But instead of trading souls like they usually did every game, they switched it up at the last minute and decided to W key. The only reason I can think of why they would do this is to get the kill points to close the gap. But Canada mid-fight got knocked and lost all of its Storm Surge. Canada's team managed to clutch out the reboot, but died mid-game before they could get any hard placement, because they didn't stick to the usual plan. But now it's up to Peterbot's team, 78 points down. Cole manages to 1v3 a team going crazy and clutches 12 points by himself. Ritual set them up for high and they had to win the game, but it was looking not possible because they weren't getting any kills. But then Cold and Pete drops down, fragging out. Peterbot gets a limb right before he dies, clutching an extra 4 points, then Ritual secures the win on top of that with the Chug Chug. If Cole didn't get that 1v3 and if Peterbot didn't get that kill just before he died, and if Ritual chugged that win, they would have came 2nd place. So they definitely all played their part and deserved the win. Peterbot now officially has $1 million in Fortnite earnings, and said the one game they land Demon's Domain they end up winning when it counts, because the drop spot is so overpowered. But also said this was the worst season for Fortnite competitive meta, making it the hardest to win.
Season sucks, bro.
2nd place, Pollo's trio, an amazing performance out of them nevertheless, winning 2 games day 2 but just wasn't enough, having 770 points and 78 team eliminations. 3rd place, I can say not much people expected this placement from the beginning, but Canada's trio having 710 points, they all played insanely, especially Bolts fragging out most games. As a result, they qualified to LAN in France. 4th place, now this is the underrated team Visuals, having 597 points but doing amazing for keeping up and making it close. Mars, some people's winner, placing 5th with 562 points, giving them the last LAN spot. I'm sure they are very proud of themselves. G-Money's team in 6th place but joined 3rd for the most team eliminations, which was 63 overall. They had 546 points and I think a harder day 2 for this team. 7th place was Booger, sad to see him and his trio missing LAN. They had 492 points, but just couldn't seem to close out the games when it counted most. 8th place was Clix's trio, with 444 points, his curse continues. I thought maybe they would switch up the game plan going into day 2, but instead they kept keying for Surge. Even at one point ran into Peterbot's team and got ran down. Clix was complaining that Breet wasn't trading Surge with him, but I think it was the other way around, because they were constantly keying teams so Reek couldn't even trade with them. He ended up trading in the last games but it still wasn't enough. Definitely not his best performance, hopefully we can see something different in the next season. That's an end for NA Central, but things on EU got very interesting and comebacks did happen. Let's get into it. Frodoxi's trio placed 1st, finally getting his first ever FNCS win, having 746 points and the highest eliminations overall, 86. They even dropped a 21 kill game, making it a world record because no one has ever done that in grand finals from any region in FNCS trio since Chapter 1 Season X. From day 1, Vico in 7th place, making it to 2nd place by winning back-to-back 1st and 2nd games, having 671 points is a huge comeback and made it super interesting. But it could have even won the whole thing if Malibuka and Dead Last didn't land them in game 3, wiping them off spawn. People are saying it's him getting his revenge from last time, Venno griefing his FNCS win, but in all fairness, Venno was just trying to win himself and wasn't in Dead Last at the time. Flixie wasn't so happy with this. And Vanyak placed 3rd with 636 points, and in 4th Seti's trio. They were in 2nd day 1 and I'm not sure what happened in day 2, but still a crazy placement for them, 583 points. 5th place was Tayson's team, having 573 points. This was such a tight leaderboard with every team. Going into the 10th game, this is what the leaderboard was looking like, so anyone could have really taken it. Queasy trio placed 7th, which was very rough for them, but got 438 points. Hopefully we'll see a better performance next time. MrSavage's trio from 17th in day 1 to now 9th in day 2, qualifying to LAN, having 409 points overall, just a 2 points difference from 10th, which would have been no cool. What a huge performance, they didn't manage to win any games, but fragged out and placed well when they needed. Chap had the most damage dealt with a shotgun out of all the players from FNCS finals, What a crazy player carrying the team. And even Malibuka's team making a comeback from 0 points from day 1 to now 203 points, placing them 23rd overall in the leaderboard, earning $1,450 each. Way better than nothing, they even managed to win a game. That's it for them two regions, but lastly I can't not go over this. On OC, Power Alice's trio won 7 out of the 12 games that they played, so more than half the games won, making it a world record, scoring 1,204 points overall, having 156 team eliminations. He's now a 7 times FNCS champion, the first ever at just 16 years old, absolutely destroying this region. Some people are saying this is the best FNCS yet, but I'll leave that up to you guys in the comments, just let me know what you think. Definitely very close right up until the end games. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video guys, peace.